So here we go. Morrissey now cancels concert after death threats. The crazies are out. No one is safe. This is the world the left built. Yes, if liberalism is dead, it was not killed by a conservative. It was killed by the left. And they did it, and they were thrilled while they were doing it. Now, the left used to love Morrissey until he said that he doesn't like political correctness, and he's not a big fan of mass immigration, which of course caused accusations of him being one of those bad guys from Germany in the 30s, even though Morrissey never actually did invade Poland. Morrissey official, in recent days there has been a credible threat on Morrissey's life. Out of an abundance of caution for the safety of both the artist and audience, tonight's engagement at Foxwoods has been canceled. We appreciate your understanding. So right now we know that half the left, at least sometimes, thinks that political violence, essentially just killing people that you don't agree with, is okay. It's half of the left now. Like, I'm not saying half of the far left. I'm saying half of the left is far left at this point. So are we coming to a point where anybody that the left doesn't like, just simply, they can't do concerts anymore? Politicians can't do rallies anymore? What is it? What is this coming to? What is it coming to? This isn't because of the right. It's because of the left and the insane rhetoric that has been pushed by the mainstream media in every Western country for, I would say, since Trump first emerged as a political figure, but it's actually before then too. So now even Morrissey can't go and do a concert because of leftist lunatics. The new normal from Alex Faulkner here. The new normal. Naturally, the death threat to Morrissey came from a radical leftist with pronouns in his bio. New York Post. Credible Morrissey assassination threat prompts rocker to cancel Boston, Connecticut shows. It follows an alleged death threat made on Blue Sky. David Giovanni says, me when I find the person making death threats against Morrissey. That's how ridiculous it is that a singer is getting death threats from the left because they don't like him, because he said something they don't like. A second Morrissey gig has been axed after a death threat that the singer describes as credible. The cancellation of the Boston concert set for September 20th follows the cancellation of the Connecticut show on September 19th. I went and saw Morrissey, I think, about 5 years ago or 6 years in Alberta, and yeah, it was good. He was older, but he was still in fine form. So here's the threats. Let's see. A Canadian man from Ottawa, of course, has been arrested for issuing an alleged death threat to former Smiths frontman Morrissey on social media. Morrissey was recently in Canada to perform a series of dates, including at the City Folk Festival in Ottawa, September 10th. The singer also played shows in Toronto and Quebec. Let's see. Guy who gets shot in the head 100... Stephen Patrick Morrissey, when you perform at TD Place here in Ottawa next week on the evening of September 12th, I will be present in the venue, in the audience, and I will... Jeez, I'm not going to read it. The unfortunate thing is that you have to take it seriously now. We saw the reaction, and it's not from, just fringe losers. It's from doctors, lawyers, professors. It's when that's happening, it's widespread. And we've seen the polling. Right, it's half of them. Half of them agree with this stuff. Morrissey receives a horrendous death threat. Twitter and Blue Sky, how can we make this Morrissey's fault? Well, the way they would make it Morrissey's fault is by saying we don't agree with everything that he said, so therefore he deserves it. A man is being charged over an alleged death threat against Morrissey. The threat is reported to have surfaced on Blue Sky ahead of this singer's gig at City Folk Festival in Canada, September 12th. So somebody's been arrested. In any case, the point being that you see what this is doing to the culture, right? Where you've got, like, Morrissey is like, he has to take it seriously. Of course he does. Of course he has to take these threats seriously. We know what the left is now. We know what a big portion of the left is now. Yeah, you'd be crazy not to take it seriously. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.